With SM Entertainment debuting two new NCT units, fans have started asking a lot of questions. When are these units going to debut? Are there going to be any more units? And most importantly, who are going to be the members of the new units? So let's talk about it. Surprise, surprise, NCT is expanding as a group. Yes, that's their concept technically, but it's always exciting to see what concepts and units SM Entertainment comes up with in order to expand the group. Well, the reports about the new unit are in, and it's as thrilling as it is confusing and scary. As of today, NCT has 4 subunits: NCT-U, NCT-127, NCT Dream, and Wavy. All of them also have different concepts. NCT-127 is Seoul-based, NCT Dream was originally a teen-only group, and Wavy is their China-based unit. But since the group's concept is the fact that they're going to constantly add members who will shift into different subunits in different cities, it's only natural for SM to think of expanding the group beyond Asia, and especially in the West. There have been talks of SM making units based in Thailand, Latin America, and even Africa. They debuted Super M for the sole reason of promoting them in the United States, but as the members are busy promoting with their own groups, handling their solo activities, and even enlistment, they needed to come up with another group that could have the potential to be big in the US. This is why it wasn't so surprising that SM would be debuting an American unit of NCT. But it still came as a shock to a lot of fans. The unit would be called NCT Hollywood, and the promotions would be focused in the United States. To debut the group, SM would team up with MGM Worldwide Television Group, and they'd create a K-pop audition program in the United States and would recruit American males between the ages of 13 and 25. These contestants will be tested in singing, performance, dancing, and presentation at SM's headquarters in Seoul in a boot camp style. The other NCT members will also be participating in the program in the roles of judges and mentors. But in an article that was published on the Korean media outlet Ilbo on May 30th, it was mentioned that they're also planning to launch a Japanese boy group that would be another unit of NCT. According to them, the group would be called NCT Tokyo and obviously be promoted and active in Japan. The article says, NCT Tokyo, which has been postponed in the meantime, will also appear soon. Originally, it was scheduled to come out before NCT 127, which is mainly active in Korea and Japan, but it is a unit that has been pushed back due to schedule. What Ilbo failed to mention is if SM has already started scouting the potential members or the debut date of the group, which we should have seen coming at this point since Japan is one of their biggest markets and it would make sense for them to debut a group that would focus on promoting there. But again, the reactions of the fans keep being mixed. The fans are claiming that it's pointless and unfair for SM Entertainment to start debuting even more units while there are members who are horribly managed. For example, Wavy still haven't had a comeback or promotional activities a whole year after their last release, and they want to debut another unit? Not to mention that there are members who don't get any lines or screen time in the comeback, so if they add more members, then it would definitely make it harder for the others to get their chance in the spotlight. A fan tweeted, "I really don't want NCT Hollywood or NCT Tokyo to happen yet, not when they still have a lot of managing to do with the other units. They are so bad at scheduling and can't even release proper content for Wavy. The Visions are idols too, what about them? Since we can't change the fact that they're debuting, let's discuss who's going to be a part of NCT Tokyo." I'm so tempted to make a joke about Mark debuting in both units, but I'm not going to. Anyway, since the statement says that NCT Tokyo's debut was pushed back because of NCT 127 schedules, it means that one of the 127 members is going to be in the new unit. Pretend to be surprised when I tell you that it's probably going to be Yuta. At first glance, him potentially joining a unit where he could get his chance to shine doesn't seem like a bad idea. He's underrated, so why wouldn't SM debut him in another group to get him more attention? However, this is one of the reasons why fans don't want him to be a part of the subunit. If SM really ends up making him join NCT Tokyo, then it's probably because of all the fans he'll bring in, not because they particularly care about him finally getting the chance to show everyone just how talented and skilled he really is. But on the other hand, this is going to be Yuta's 6th year in his career as a K-pop idol. It would be better if Yuta focused on solo activities, especially knowing that he just started getting attraction in the Japanese entertainment industry. If he ends up joining the unit, then he'd have to prioritize NCT Tokyo, which would give him no time to build a solo portfolio. Not only that, but fans are worried that if he joins NCT Tokyo, then SM will make him leave NCT 127 to focus on the new subunit. I mean, that's basically what they did with Ween Ween and Wavy. A concerned fan wrote, "Now that SM is getting serious about NCT Japan and auditioning vocalists, I think their plan is to ship Yuta off to NCT Japan permanently Ween Ween style and replace him in 127 with Songchan." Another said, "You gotta be particularly dumb to think that NCT Japan will benefit Yuta in any way considering the company he's in. They will make him debut to leech off his popularity in order to uplift the group, not him, and make sure that every job he gets will be shared. Another member who's rumored to be joining is, of course, Shotaro. Shotaro made his debut on the project unit NCT 2020 with the group's second full album, NCT Resonance Part 1. However, his position in NCT's future plans wasn't exactly known. Sure, he was part of NCTU, but the entire concept of NCTU is the ever-changing lineup, which means that he isn't a fixed member. If Shotaro really ends up debuting with the NCT Tokyo unit, then that's amazing news. For one, he'll finally be part of a fixed group because it's been 2 years since he joined NCT and we have yet to see his abilities in full. It's a bit hard for him too, considering that standing out in a group of 20 people is a difficult task itself. NCT Tokyo will be the perfect opportunity for people to appreciate him. He's even rumored to be the leader of the group, considering how much SM has been pushing him in Japan lately. We really should have seen this unit coming from miles away, as SM wouldn't waste the potential to earn more money in Japan. In fact, no company would waste this opportunity, but fans are expecting a confirmation that Shotaro will be a member. A fan tweeted, "At least give us an assurance that Shotaro will have a fixed unit. It's been 2 years since they debut, and both of them obviously wants to perform and create music for their fans too. They are very talented, we all know that." Though some are joking about how Shotaro has been taking lessons in Korean, yet SM is still sending him to promote in Japan. At least let him show us what he's learned. Songchan is another member who is officially not a part of a fixed unit. Along with Shotaro, he made his debut in NCT's second album, NCT Resonance Part 1, and is the rapper of NCTU, but he's not a fixed member in any of the NCT units. Though since Songchan is not Japanese, fans are not sure whether he'll be a part of NCT Tokyo or not. While they want SM to finally put him in a unit and give fans some assurance about his position and future in the group, they also don't want him and Shotaro to be separated into different units. As they're the only members who aren't part of any units, they must have at least bonded over this. Plus, fans are so used to seeing them together that having one be in NCT Tokyo without the other would be weird at this point. Let's hope he's brushed up on his Japanese lessons. The last member who people are expecting to see to be a part of NCT Tokyo is Ten. Surprisingly. Yes, he's not Japanese, but there's a good reason people suspect that he will join the unit. Just hear me out. Ten has shared that he started learning Japanese for months now. He has talked about it with fans on Bubble. He also said that he has been speaking Japanese on the phone when he talked to Shotaro and shared a video of the notebook he uses to study Japanese with. While we might brush this off by reasoning that he's just trying to communicate better with his Japanese fans, if that was really the case, then he would just learn a few basic phrases. Why would he need to study it for months? He did the same thing and gave the same signs prior to his debut with Wavy when he had to learn to speak Chinese more fluently. I mean, since Wavy haven't had a comeback in so long, he might as well debut with another unit in the meantime. Who do you think are going to be the members of NCT Tokyo? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!